What if one Audi system you never think about is slowly draining your wallet every single day you drive? What if the real damage is not sudden failure, but silent compensation? What if your Audi is protecting itself in a way that actually accelerates long-term wear? Most Audi owners believe expensive repairs come from bad luck or extreme driving. But the truth is far more uncomfortable. Modern Audi vehicles are designed to adapt continuously. They learn how you drive. They learn when you drive. They learn how often you start and stop. And they silently change the way critical systems operate. This is not a warning. This is not a malfunction. This is normal behavior. The problem is that adaptation has a cost. When one system compensates too often, it forces multiple components to operate outside their optimal range. That compensation hides symptoms. It delays warning lights, and it creates the illusion that everything is fine. By the time a dashboard alert finally appears, the damage has usually already been done. This is why so many Audi owners experience repairs that feel sudden, a battery that just died, an electrical fault that came out of nowhere, a system malfunction that appears overnight. In reality, these failures are the final stage of a long process, a process driven by one common habit most owners repeat every day without questioning. Short trips, frequent starts, idle heavy driving, accessory usage while stationary. Audi systems respond intelligently. They increase charging cycles. They adjust voltage strategies. They reroute electrical load. And while this keeps the car smooth and refined in the short term, it dramatically accelerates wear in the long term. This episode focuses on one specific Audi system that fails silently, not because it is weak, but because it is overworked. And if you ignore it long enough, the repair bill does not stop at one component. It cascades. Before we continue, this is important. If you own an Audi and want to understand how modern systems really behave, before expensive damage occurs, make sure you are subscribed. This channel is built around real system behavior, real ownership costs, and real prevention strategies. No tuning myths, no unnecessary repairs. Now let's move forward. Because in the next part, we are going to identify the exact habit that triggers this silent failure cycle and explain why Audi never warns you while it's happening. The habit that causes this damage is not aggressive driving. It is not speeding. It is not mechanical abuse. It is routine usage that prevents the system from ever completing its normal operating cycle. When an Audi is started, multiple systems draw heavy electrical load immediately. Starter, fuel system, control modules, displays, climate components. If the vehicle is shut down again before the system stabilizes, the car compensates the next time it starts. It increases charging demand. It shortens recovery windows. It raises internal stress. This happens quietly. No alerts, no warnings. Over time, the affected system begins operating in a constant recovery state. Instead of maintaining balance, it is always trying to catch up. This is where owners unknowingly create a long-term failure path. Short daily trips, errands, stop-and-go usage, accessory-heavy driving without sufficient runtime. Audi systems are designed to mask this behavior. They smooth power delivery, they stabilize voltage, they delay fault thresholds. That delay is intentional. It protects the driving experience, but it also means wear accumulates invisibly. By the time the driver sees an electrical fault or system malfunction message, the system has already exceeded its safe operating margin. This is why replacing one part often doesn't solve the issue. The damage is systemic, not isolated. Many owners replace a battery only to face new warnings months later. Others fix a fault code but experience recurring electrical issues. The root cause was never addressed. If this sounds familiar, stay with this episode, because next we are going to break down which components suffer first, which fail next, and why the final repair cost escalates so quickly. The first component to suffer is not always the one that fails. It is usually the one that compensates the hardest and the longest. As stress accumulates, efficiency drops, heat increases. Recovery time becomes longer after every drive. The system works harder just to deliver the same result it once achieved effortlessly. This is where modern Audi systems quietly cross the line from adaptation to degradation. At this stage, nothing feels broken. The car still starts. The dashboard is still clean. The driving experience still feels premium. But internally, margins are shrinking. The system begins to rely on constant correction instead of balance. Voltage is stabilized artificially. Charging cycles become more aggressive. Modules remain partially active longer than intended. This creates a chain reaction. One component strains another. Control modules adjust behavior to compensate. Sensors begin reporting values that are technically acceptable, but no longer optimal. Over time, this compensation becomes the new normal. Eventually, the system reaches a point where it can no longer hide the stress. This is when owners begin to see intermittent faults, random warning lights that disappear after a restart, temporary system messages that feel harmless, unexplained electrical behavior that comes and goes. Most drivers ignore these signs because the car still runs. And that is the most dangerous phase of all. At this stage, damage accelerates rapidly. What could have been a controlled intervention becomes a cascading failure. Components that were never designed to carry extra load begin doing exactly that. This is why repair costs escalate so quickly. The failure is no longer isolated. It is systemic. Replacing a single part often exposes stress elsewhere. A new component forces the system to rebalance again, revealing weaknesses that were previously masked. This is not poor engineering. It is the result of intelligent systems being forced to operate permanently in recovery mode. And unless that behavior is interrupted, the cycle repeats. In the final part of this episode, we are going to explain exactly what you can change to stop this process. No tuning, no coding, no expensive upgrades, just simple behavior changes that allow the system to complete its operating cycle, recover naturally, and return to stable operation. Preventing this damage does not require mechanical skill. It requires awareness and consistency. Modern Audi systems are not fragile, but they are sensitive to patterns. Allowing systems to complete their recovery cycle is critical. That means giving the vehicle enough operating time after startup, reducing unnecessary start-stop patterns when possible, avoiding repeated short trips without occasional longer drives. These changes do not reduce comfort. They preserve longevity. One of the biggest mistakes owners make is assuming that warning lights are the first sign of a problem. In reality, warning lights are often the final sign. By the time the car asks for attention, it has already been compensating for weeks, months, or even years. This is why Audi failures feel unfair to so many owners, because the car never warns you while it is learning harmful routines. It only speaks when correction is no longer enough. Understanding how adaptation works gives you back control. You stop reacting to failures. You stop replacing parts blindly. You start preventing damage before it becomes permanent. This episode is not about fear. It is about clarity. Clarity about how modern Audi systems behave. Clarity about why expensive repairs often feel sudden. Clarity about what you can influence as an owner, and once you see this pattern, you cannot unsee it. Every drive becomes an opportunity to protect the system instead of stressing it. If this episode helped you understand your Audi better, make sure you are subscribed. More system breakdowns are coming, more hidden behaviors, more real-world prevention strategies based on how these cars actually work, because the most expensive repairs are rarely sudden. They are learned.